Okay, so I will be going over section 3 of my project 2. Um, and obviously we first have to start off with housekeeping commands in order that future variables and past variables don't get stuck into this variable because we want a nice workspace. So first things first, we label our sections and what task we'll be doing, and then we use our display functions to see that in the command windows. So first things first, we had to load and display our images. So I gave my image the variable Spidey, and using the imRead function, I enabled MATLAB to read the JPEGs of Spider-Man and New York City, and then we have to display the images, and we do that in a figure with subplots. So what subplot basically does is that, in this case, it creates a 1x2 grid, and this one gives it the left position, and this 2 over here gives it the right position. So imShow displays that Spidey image that we created um, onto the left side, as you can see right here, and then it creates New York City onto the right side. And then we give it the appropriate titles, Spider-Man in New York City. Okay, putting the images together takes a lot more work. So first things we have to do is we have to go to our image layer function where we get our red, green, and blue values from this function that we made in class, where all we have to do is submit or plug in our image here, and it'll release and now output a red layer of image, which will be our image. So Spidey, we can say, for example, and it'll get all rows, all columns of layer 1, which is the red layer. And then same for green and blue, where it does all rows, all columns 2, all rows, all columns 3. And then once we go back to section 3, we can see that with this simple line of code, instead of having to do Spidey red is equal to everything that's here, we just use the function. So we get these made, and then we finally make our Spidey mask. So if we remember what the picture looks like, we see that we have a lot of light green around Spidey. So this basically makes it say that we're looking for the pixels where the green color in Spider-Man's image is very bright. I put it over 200 just because if we go back to the section, we can see that the green's at the max. It's at 255. So anything kind of over, and the red is 21, blue is 10. Anything over like 100 would really do, but any number would be fine within that range. So then we create the inverse of the mask for NYC, which will affect the areas where Spider-Man mask doesn't apply. And we use these masks to mix the images together. For the part where the mask applies, we take the red, green, and blue colors from Spider-Man's image and use them to replace the corresponding colors into the NYC image. And then once we've swapped them, like we've done here, we can finally put it into a new image, into the full image. So we do that using the cat function, which gives us a 3 for 3 dimensions. And then we plug in our NYC red, NYC green, and NYC blue, our new RGB functions. So then we use the same figure as we did last time. And we plug in the image of the new image, which is what we named the combination of the two images, and then we title it appropriately, and we will get this. Thank you.